So, I'd like to talk for a moment about some of the things that I've made that are not games. Right? As a designer, I think of myself not as a game designer, but as a designer who predominantly makes games. But there's many other opportunities to create experiences for other people that are sort of game adjacent or even outside games entirely. And I've made some things there that I would love to tell you about. One of the things that I've made that I've seen a lot of success with is the white box, right? This is a game design toolkit. It's sort of everything that you need to start the game design process for anybody who just has an idea in their head, has something they're working on in their garage, and it contains a number of different components, meeples and cubes and dice and tokens, and it also contains a book of essays on all of the things that I've thought of that, I wish somebody had told me when I was making my first games, or that I've done and advice that I've given to new game designers. A lot of it comes from doing panels at conventions where I was asked to talk about games that I'd made or my game design process or to answer specific questions. And when you do those panels, if you go to enough of them, you start to hear the same questions over and over again. And it's very common for new designers to have all kinds of concerns. How do I protect my intellectual property, right? Like, do I need a UPC code, right? Which is more important, mechanics or themes? Just all of these conversations that come up over and over again. And so I took my responses and wrote them down in the book of essays. And Atlas Games picked that up and published it, and it's gone quite well. It's available both as a physical product for people who want the bits, and as a PDF, right? If people are just interested in the essays and the knowledge, and in some cases, I think that's actually a better value if you already have these components lying around. But it's certainly targeted at every new designer with an idea. It's been very popular in schools for workshops, and I know a number of people who are using it in academic settings. So I'm very happy with how that's gone, and that's been very successful. Now, some of the things that I've made actually don't have anything to do with games at all. My goal often is to help other people do whatever it is they're doing better. And if I have the tools to assist, then I want to do so. And one of the ways that I've tried to do that is with protesting, actually, with the idea of political protests or whatever it is that's getting people out in the streets going, hey, that's not okay, and that needs to change. And that's a space where, again, there's enormous event planning knowledge, just how to do this stuff that people may not have. So I wrote Speak Up, Speak Out, and Be Heard, How to Protest and Make It Count, which is a how-to book for protesting. It's content neutral, right? I don't care what you're protesting. I don't even care if I agree with you. I want you to be able to protest better. So from stuff as basic as how to make a successful protest sign, how to deal with the media, how to deal with government, just step by step, how to do whatever you're doing, how to get your voice heard better and more effective. And that has been moderately successful. It was published by Lumpanics, who published it and then immediately went out of business. And that's probably not my fault, but they did go away. Now the book is available on Smashwords, and it's up, pay what you like on a variety of sites. So my hope, again, is that people who would benefit from this knowledge have access to it. And always, I'm very interested in, again, helping people figure out what they need and how to make that better. So if you have a project that you're interested in having somebody help with, whether it's games or outside of games, I do hope that you'll think about me. So thank you very much for this opportunity to tell you about the stuff that I've worked on.